Hello, so good morning, everybody. My name is Tori Lowbridge, and I am the co-chair for the Age Friendly Network Northern Ireland. I'm delighted to welcome you to our rapid rundown as part of Positive Ageing Month. This month is all about celebrating the enormous contributions of older people across Northern Ireland and recognising the fantastic work happening to make our communities more age-friendly. The Age Friendly Network brings together age friendly officers from all 11 councils alongside representatives from the age sector networks, Department for Communities, the Public Health Agency, Commissioner for Older People, and AgeNI. Together, our mission is to enhance age friendly connections across Northern Ireland by advocating for inclusive policies, promoting awareness, ensuring equal access to services, and empowering communities through engagement and support. Today's rapid rundown is a chance to hear about the brilliant work taking place across Northern Ireland from a wide range of organisations who are supporting older people to live well, stay active and feel connected. A huge thank you to MEAP for hosting today's event, and thank you to the organisations presenting today. I hope you enjoy hearing all about the great work taking place right across Northern Ireland to support older people.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Tori. So thank you all for joining us today. My name is Jenny Marshall and I work for Agewell here in Mid and East Antrim. So we are one of the age sector networks and a member then of the Age Friendly Network for Northern Ireland. So I will be your facilitator this morning. We have a very quick fire round set up for you, and hopefully the information you receive will be really useful this morning. So to make you all aware before we start, we will be recording this session. So if you prefer not to be seen, please feel free to turn your camera off. And for those that unable to attend, both the recording and slides will be available from tomorrow by visiting our website, which is www.meap.co.uk/rapid rundown, and that will be shared throughout the network as well. So can I ask everyone just very quickly to pop your name and organisation into the chat, and that just gives us a bit of a grasp as to where everyone has come from today. And for the duration of the session, we will have everyone on mute with the exception for those presenting. If anyone has any connection problems, please feel free to leave the online meeting and rejoin. And anyone wishing to post on social media, please use the hashtags #RapidRundown and AgeFriendlyNI. Our tech team on board this morning are Chrissy Havlin from Agewell, looking after the presentations, as well as Erin Donnelly, and she will be looking after everyone as they join the session, as well as managing the chat and timekeeping. We do have some prizes up for grabs this morning. We have, Riza has very kindly offered to provide some lovely chocolate goodies, and they will be going out for the first person who sees our hidden rubber duck today. So there's 2 rubber ducks hidden amongst the slides, and it is fastest finger first. So once you see a rubber duck hidden amongst this morning's slides, if you can type straight into the chat, rubber duck, Riza will be in contact then to get your chocolates to wing their way out to you. Unfortunately, we won't have time for questions this morning because it is a very quick fire rapid rundown, but the presenters' contact details will be on screen, and I would encourage you to contact them directly. So without further ado, Chrissy is going to coordinate a very quick group photo of everyone, if you don't mind. So those that are happy to have their screens on, even just for 2 ticks, if you're happy to have them on, it looks better with as many people as possible. And if not, not to worry, but Chrissy will coordinate that now, and we'll get that done at the start.
Cheers, Jenny. Well, good morning, everybody. So this is a very, very technical exercise. You all need to do jazz hands. Can everybody do jazz hands for me? So this will be across 3 selfies because it's split across 3 screens. So when I say 1, 2, 3, jazz hands, and just keep doing it until I say cheers. So everybody, jazz hands, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 seconds. There's people trying to get in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, jazz hands. And Again, 1, 2, 3 jazz hands. Thanks very much, everybody. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And again. 1, 2, 3 jazz hands. You never thought you were going to be doing this morning, I bet you. And one more. 1, 2, 3 jazz hands. Lovely. Thanks very much. Back to you, Jenny.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Chrissy. So to kick us off, we have a message this morning. Our first presenter is through a video, and that's from Siobhan Casey, who is the Commissioner for Older People in Northern Ireland.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Siobhan Casey, the Commissioner for Older People for Northern Ireland, and I'm really delighted to welcome you to this rapid rundown event as part of the celebration of Positive Ageing Month. This year's theme focuses on belonging and the power of social connection. And over the last few months, I've had the great privilege of meeting almost 500 older people across Northern Ireland. And what I have seen firsthand is the deep meaning and well-being that social connections bring. Strong relationships with family, friends, and community truly make life richer. And I'm also fully aware and appreciative of the valuable work that you're all doing to make Northern Ireland a better place to age. That's why one of my first priorities as Commissioner has been to highlight the important role of age-friendly and age sector groups across Northern Ireland, and to call for more government funding to ensure that they can continue with their invaluable work. I understand that this rapid rundown is designed to shine a spotlight on the great work happening across Northern Ireland that helps to support positive ageing. Positive ageing is about choice, opportunity, and connection. It's about ensuring that older people can continue to contribute, to learn, to volunteer, to enjoy good health, and to live with dignity and independence. That's what drives my work as Commissioner. And it's what today is all about. And that's why I want to thank you all for being here today, for your commitment to building an age-friendly Northern Ireland. And please be assured that together we can challenge stereotypes, reduce isolation, and create a society where growing older is seen as a positive and valued stage of life. So I encourage you to listen, to share, to ask questions, and more importantly, to take away ideas that you can put into action. Thank you for being a part of Positive Ageing Month.
Lovely. So Siobhan unfortunately couldn't be with us today, but some really inspirational words there for us. And I think she's summed up just what this morning is about sharing that information and looking at the positivity and getting older. So our first presentation then for this morning is from the RNID.
Good morning, everyone. So my name's Ian Irvine. I'm the RNID Near You Coordinator for the Northern Health and Social Care Trust. RNID Near You is funded by the Department of Health and in partnerships with the NHS Audiology. And we, as you can see by the slide in front there, we provide a free service for NHS hearing aid users to call in to have their hearing aids maintained, cleaned, checked, and any advice necessary. But also from RNID's point of view, for those who don't have hearing aids yet, we have encouraged people to come in and visit our services to ask any advice about hearing loss and what way to go forward. We can do hearing checks on the day, which is not a hearing test, but basically a hearing check that will reveal whether you might have a hearing loss, and then we can signpost you in the next direction on what way to go to get a proper hearing test. We also advise on tech, the new tech, all the new hearing aids now, whether NHS or privately purchased, they're all Bluetooth, ready to go, connect up to your phones. And over the last few months now, we've been seeing that a big rise where people are getting connected with their digital sources and making their life easier. I think all the details are on this slide. The next slide that you'll get will have my personal details, and I would ask anybody to make contact with me to ask me any advice. We have 12 services throughout the whole of the Northern Trust. I think there's 42 throughout the whole of Northern Ireland, throughout the 5 trusts. So that's all I've got to say at the minute. if anybody wants to contact me, see the details there, and please make. Thank you.
Brilliant, Ian. Thank you so much. You've set the bar really high there. That was great and perfectly on time. So thank you so much. Next up, then we have Deafblind UK.
Sorry, I have to leave now, but thanks very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paula Meenan, and I'm one of the sensory support officers who works for Deafblind UK. We support anybody with any level of sight and hearing loss combined, no matter how small. For example, you could be wearing glasses, hard of hearing. You could have macular or diabetic retinopathy, cataracts, and a hearing aid, or you could be severely deaf-blind or profoundly deaf-blind. We cover the whole spectrum of deaf-blind. Our services are all free, and on the first slide, it lists all the services that we have. We have a new project in partnership with Libraries NI, and over the next 6 to 8 months, all the councils and all the libraries will go live with a sensory information hub. And that means anybody with sight, hearing, or both, or has a question, can go in and collect one of our small leaflets and come through to our helpline for support. As well as that, if it's more complicated or more complex work, it'll come through to the local outreach officers on the ground. We do a variety of other things as well. We sit on forums, we feed into consultations, we do health and wellbeing events, we will go out and do service talks to older people's groups. My details or contact details of how to get in touch with me are on the next slide. So far, the 5 councils that we have launched is Mid-Ulster, is Antrim and Newton Abbey, Fermanagh and Omagh, Belfast, Newry, Morning Down, and this month we will be launching within Positive Aging Month, Armagh, Banbridge and Craigavon. So on the 29th, if anybody is in that area, we will be in Lurgan Library from 10 to 3, and on, or sorry, not the 29th, 28th, and on the 29th, we will be in Armagh City Library. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.
That's lovely, Paula. Thank you. A great range of services there, and I'm sure some that we didn't know about. So brilliant. Thank you. Next up, then, we have the Alzheimer's Society.
Morning, everybody. I'm Alison Adams from the Alzheimer's Society in Northern Ireland, and delighted to be here to tell you about the work we do. But I think firstly it's important to tell you why we do the work we do. Dementia itself isn't technically a disease. It's more of a way of describing a set of symptoms like memory loss, difficulty learning new information, and behavioural changes, all of which can make it very difficult for an individual to live independently. Dementia affects everyone differently depending on the type of dementia and which area of the brain is affected. Whilst it is true that some of us do become more forgetful as we get older or during times of stress or illness, it is important to remember that dementia is a different sort of forgetfulness and not a natural part of ageing. In Northern Ireland, it is estimated that there are currently over 25,000 people living with dementia, with this number expected to rise to nearly 40,000 by 2040. It is also predicted that 1 in 3 people born in the UK today will get dementia in their lifetime. So what are we doing about all this? Alzheimer's Society provides both help for those currently living with dementia and for hope for those who may be affected in the future. Help is provided through our range of local services, including our dementia advisors who operate in every postcode of Northern Ireland. Our dementia advisors help navigate their journey, the dementia journey, through offering information and practical guidance to understand the condition, cope with day-to-day challenges and prepare for the future. We offer care support groups, Singing for the Brain, dementia information programmes, care information and support group programmes, as well as involvement opportunities, like the newly launched Time for Dementia programme, which is an innovative award-winning training programme designed to educate undergraduate healthcare professionals to improve their knowledge, attitude and empathy towards people with dementia and their carers. We then offer hope in the form of campaigning for positive change to government policy and funding research into cause, cure, care and prevention of dementia. Our vision is for a world where dementia no longer devastates lives, and we will continually transform the everyday lived experience of dementia until it no longer devastates lives. Thank you everybody for your time.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, Alison. Brilliant. So next up then on our slides, we have AbilityNet Northern Ireland.
Can you hear me okay? AbilityNet have volunteers throughout Northern Ireland who offer a free support to elderly people to help with technology. This could be setting up devices, making informed choices about what sort of device you require. And you may be confused as to why I've produced a slide of boarded up shops, but one of the downsides of this development has been the eradication of places where people, elderly people, frequently converge and share stories, gossip, have a good time, have a cup of coffee. And this is one of the issues with the technology, in that it's driven by profit motivated organizations who are seeking efficiency through the services and the use of technology to deliver their services. And this impinges badly on elderly people who may lack the equipment or the skills or the enthusiasm to engage with the technology. We recently set up cooperation with BT to offer digital skills training to elderly people. And if that's something that you would like to engage with, then please get in touch with me. We have these courses running throughout Northern Ireland. The service we offer is free, and if you would like to avail of those services, please contact us on one of the methods shown here.
Lovely. Thank you so much, David. That's brilliant to hear all about AbilityNet. Thank you. Our next presenter then is Go On NI.
Hi, so my name's Caroline. I actually work for the Department of Finance. And what we do is with many government services moving online, we support individuals developing the skills, the confidence, the trust that they need to engage effectively, in that digital world. So what we do is we help individuals, community groups get online for the first time. Or people who are already online, is help them maybe improve their digital skills. And we launched our program now in 2012, and we're continuing to expand just throughout the country, attending promotional activities and events, mainly aimed at the digitally excluded groups, which one of them is the aged population. So the slide we have at the moment is just, we know there are barriers to getting online, and we hear it every day. People aren't familiar with the internet. They haven't the opportunity to use it. They haven't the equipment, the IT, the data, the Wi-Fi. And a big one is not the knowledge or the confidence to go online. So what we do is we work with the individuals. We work with a number of partner organisations. Libraries NI is one of them, and I know they're on later on. So Libraries NI and Supporting Communities NI, we have worked with them for a number of years now. Within the libraries, 96 throughout the country, there are free digital courses available within. So there's free digital courses available within the libraries. They are done at a pace that suits you. It's a one-to-one or a group setting. It can be face-to-face, it can be remotely. All you need to do is go into your local library or contact them and inquire about the Go On or the digital courses that they do. The other group we work with is Supporting Communities, and they would do a lot of community work in the rural areas, group work as well. So they would go out to local community centres, local church groups, etc., and they are able to show to do basic digital skills. Now we're not web designing, we're not doing anything like that. It is basic digital skills: how to use social media, how to use your Facebook if you want to use it, how to use WhatsApp. And again, the contact details are all there. Feel free to contact us. And I'm just looking. I'm sorry. Lately, I know Lincoln Generations is on as well. Lately, we've done a couple of events with Lincoln Generations, which has been really successful as well. So thank you for your time.
That's brilliant, Caroline. Thank you so much, and a great resource there to hear about for the old people's groups as well as individuals. So thank you. Next up, folks, then we have Lincoln Generations Northern Ireland.
Hi everybody, I'm Vicky Titterington. I'm the director of Lincoln Generations Northern Ireland. So it's really great to be here today. And I suppose just to give a bit of an overview, Lincoln Generations, our vision is really like a truly age-friendly Northern Ireland. And for us, that's in Northern Ireland, where all generations are respected, understood, and fitting in with the theme of Positive Aging Month, connected. And for us, that means that they're engaged together in their communities. So the best way for us to do this and support this as the kind of organisation leading on intergenerational practice in Northern Ireland is to offer opportunities for generations to connect. So this slide basically shows some of LGNI's services and activities, but for us it focuses on intergenerational practice and connections as an approach as opposed to an activity. And you can see here, running through the slide, our network is kind of at the heart of everything that we do. So our network is made up, you can sign up free. I'd actually put it in the link there in the chat. So you can sign up to be a member of the network. And we just see this 1,060, it's ever growing, but that's kind of our kind of army of supporters who really help us to champion intergenerational practice across communities, schools and settings in Northern Ireland. So just to run through those activities, we do have intergenerational training, and a lot of our work does focus on capacity building. So rather than us going out and delivering intergenerational activities, we like to work in partnership, or we like to support local people and practitioners to take the lead in developing quality and sustainable intergenerational connections and activities. And we feel that that's much more beneficial. So for example, a school taking on that approach to what they do within health and social care education, care homes taking it on as part of meaningful engagement for residents, youth groups taking it on as something for, skills for life and work, all those kind of things. So these are all the things that are available from Lincoln Generations. And I think mostly the website is really, really good. You can go on and look at the stuff on the website. We have a resource hub, and you can join up to the network. We have network meetings, and we also run campaigns. And there's a small grant scheme out at the minute as well if you're interested in developing your intergenerational ideas. So this is the last slide here, just a reminder of our vision, and feel free to contact us or go to the website for more support.
Super, thank you so much, Vicky. And I see there you've put the website into the group chat there, which is brilliant. So please, folks, feel free to make use of that resource. Lovely. So next up then, folks, we have BT.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris Hockley. I work for BT and PlusNet, and I head up the digital voice engagement team. Our role is effectively to spread awareness about the upcoming change to the telephone service that's being upgraded across the country, and making sure that customers, charities, basically everyone who still uses a telephone line today is kind of supported as we go across. Now, as you can see, some of the high level figures there we've kind of done across the UK, specifically in Northern Ireland, we've hosted 144 face-to-face customer events where we have invited customers to be able to talk on a one-to-one conversational basis about their personal situations and the change, and really reassure them that the support is there to do it. My offer to everyone on this call is we do also look to work with charities and organisations that support these customers that are landline dependent as well. So give those customers the opportunity to speak to someone who they trust, and arm them with the knowledge to reassure customers through the same way. So we host train-the-trainer sessions. We have a variety of support materials and decks that can be provided to anyone. We also have a new social media campaign that's literally just launched in the last few days, which is all about engaging the adult children and support network of those that are landline dependent as well. And again, we have a toolkit of resources available for anyone that wants them to share and support people as they go through. Just contact details wise, I look after the whole country. We do have a regional manager as well that specifically looks after Northern Ireland. We also have partnered with charities like AbilityNet and supporting communities as well, who are able to host events on our behalf. So there really is a huge range of opportunities out there for anyone that wants to get in touch. Kind of our virtual door is always open. And if you feel like your staff or customers could benefit from information on the switchover, please get in touch with the contact details that I've got up here.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Chris. That's really timely information, certainly for a lot of us that work with older people on a day-to-day basis. So thank you. Next up, folks, we have farm families.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Christina Faulkner. Sorry, I'm a bit hoarse today. We deliver health promotion and health screening to our farming and rural communities. The aim is really to increase access to health services through our mobile unit. Up until now, we have seen over 28,000 clients, and about 45% of those have been referred on to the GP. This is our mobile unit here, as you can see. So we normally attend events we go to the farmers markets, then attend like any rural community events and also agricultural shows. There's 2 clinical rooms in the van here. We would go then and check blood pressures, cholesterols, height, weight, screen for diabetes, and we can also do the 3-month average blood sugar test now called an HbA1c, which is a good indicator for diabetes. Then after we do the health screening, anybody that we can refer on to the GP, we do a review phone call with them just to make sure that they've attended their doctor and how they've got on. We also can signpost on and refer to other agencies like rural support, dietitians, and where's the next wee slide there? I think if you want to, we just go to the markets and that. If you do want to book us, there's our contact details there at the top as well. All right.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. And again, really, really useful information, but as Northern Ireland is such a rural area. There was a flurry there of activity, and I'm pleased to say Rachel Malloy, you were fastest finger first in regards to the rubber duck. It was very sneakily hid. Chrissy, can you show us where it was in case anybody didn't see it there? Very sneakily hid just up here on the right hand side in the Farm Families Health Checks logo. So I thought that was very sneaky, blending it in with the yellow. But Rachel Malloy, congratulations, you are the winner of some lovely chocolates. Riza, if you're happy enough maybe just to send Rachel a wee private message there and get her details for that. So well done, Rachel. It'll all have to be a bit faster on the next one. So brilliant, folks. Next up then we have Ronan from the Consumer Council for Northern Ireland.
Good morning. Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate it. It's great to see so many faces. The Consumer Council was established 40 years and we take complaints in water, energy, transport and post. So if we've got a complaint in these areas, not get anywhere, like the electricity companies, please then get in touch with us. We've returned £2.5 million in the form of redress in the last 5 years. And I suppose when we look at complaints, we don't want people sitting at home worried about the electricity bills, not understanding their bills either. And we have a free phone number. We have information on our website. We're also consciously aware that we have paper resources, as not everything is online. So if you and your service users need any of our resources, which are free, please do let us know and we will post them out. We also do outreach events. I see familiar faces. We also do bespoke presentations. And again, please do reach out to the Consumer Council. And what we'll do is we will deliver a presentation for your service users and we'll go into a bit more detail about how we can help. Where we identify vulnerability or where a consumer informs about a vulnerability, we bypass all our complaints procedures and on the phone to the electricity company straight away and say, reach out. We're still in a cost of living crisis. People maybe are not understanding their bills, not understanding the different price unit changes. And we would just say, please give us a ring, and we will take away that stress and pressure away from you. It could be an issue with an airline you've had. Maybe you've had a bad experience at the airports. And what we don't want is any older consumers sitting at home worried about putting on the electricity. There is support out there, and those are the sort of things that we can talk about, such as grant availability, an oil buying network as well, things such as energy efficiency measures. There's financial support available from the electricity and gas companies. So that's where we deal with our complaints, advice, information I've talked about. Our website has our electricity and gas comparison tools. And again, if you're not online, just give us a ring and we will talk you through and let you know, well, here's a cheaper supplier, give us your address, we'll post that information for you to make an informed choice. So really the next slide is, this is our free phone number. This is how consumers get in touch with us. But also please reach out to me at ronan.convery@consumercouncil.org.uk, or my colleagues will pass on your details if you want to discuss this further. And thanks again for the invitation. Great initiative.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Ronan. And again, very timely information as we move into the winter months. Up next, we have Rosie's Trust.
Hello, everyone. My name is Casey Shell. I'm doing this presentation on behalf of my coworker, Laura. Laura is the development officer who looks after the Northern and Belfast Health Trusts. So Rosie's Trust, our tagline you can see at the top there is caring for people by caring for their pets. So our volunteers can help our beneficiaries, which we call our clients, look after their pets so they can focus on their own health needs. The people we support are broken down into one of three categories. We can help people receiving end-of-life care, older people with mobility issues who are over 65 years of age, and people undergoing cancer treatment. So some of the services that we offer, you can see on our screen here. We can help by just being a friendly voice to our beneficiaries. We can support them with their pets by doing daily walks and play. We can help with transportation to grooming appointments, vet appointments. We can help them, negotiate prices with their veterinarian if they're on a fixed income. And for our beneficiaries, we can also support them by short-term fostering if they're going into hospital, or should they come to the decision that they need to rehome their pet, we can assist with that as well. So this is not an exhaustive list. If you would love to learn more about what Rosie's Trust does, you can. I believe our contact details will be on the next slide, but simply rosiestrust.org, and you can learn that you can see there where you can make a referral, and you can contact Laura directly if you have any questions. We're always looking for new referrals from third parties such as social workers and other charities in the area. Thank you.
That's great, Casey. Thank you so much, and thank you for stepping in as well. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Next up, we have Hourglass.
Hello, good morning. Sorry. Hello, my name's Aisling. I work for Hourglass. I'm a frontline services officer. And Hourglass, for those who don't know, Hourglass is a charity, UK-wide charity focused on the abuse and helping older victims of any sort of domestic abuse. So we staff a 24/7 helpline. We also have our instant messenger and text service and email. On our website, you'll see all the policies, all the sort of things we've helped with government, changing policy towards elder abuse, and helping kind of scheme different legal matters around that. And then we also have our knowledge bank, showing like different webinars, who we work with, and different things we have worked with in the past. We do have regional specific as well. I myself work within Northern Ireland and Scotland, but I work across the whole of the UK with different casework as well. We offer one-to-one support with a dedicated worker, and this is over the phone based, just helping advocate for that older person, and again, that's regional specific, depending on where they are. And we also have trained IDVAs in our team as well, which help with safety planning, risk assessment, and it's pretty client-led support. And this is a service for over the age of 60. So if I haven't mentioned that already. And yes, so and then the safer aging. So we are working towards a safer aging society, and helping to, especially with October being the safer aging week or month, sorry. And yes, these are details here. So you'll see 1 in 5 people are abused. Older people are abused in the UK every year, and we have our helpline and all our details there to support. Thank you.
Brilliant, Aisling, thank you so much. Up next then we have Mandy from AGNI.
Thanks very much, Jenny, and good morning, everybody. So I'm Mandy Wilson, I'm Head of Wellbeing Services in AGNI. So just for ease of sharing information, I'm just going to run through our individual departments. So we'll start off with wellbeing. So we First Connect operational in Northern and Belfast Trust areas, and that offers bespoke one-to-one and group support for individuals going through any type of transition. Then we've Living Well Moyle operational in Dalriada, and that is a service giving one-to-one support for those patients in the practices of the GP surgeries in that area who are living with at least one chronic condition. Staying Sharp operational in the Ballymena area, and that supports individuals who have been told they have a mild cognitive impairment, and that again is one-to-one and group support and also support for their carers. And then we have the Connect Northlink workers who are operational in the 4 localities in the Northern Trust area: Mid Ulster, Causeway Coast and Glens, Antrim, Newton Abbey and Mid and East Antrim. And it's an integrated person-centred social prescribing service which addresses the social determinants of health, such as housing, loneliness and financial stress, which sit outside clinical care but can significantly impact on wellbeing. Then we go across to our care services. We have a residential home in Omagh called Meadowbank, supporting those clients who are living with dementia. And we have day centres in the Northern, Belfast, South Eastern and Southern Trust areas. And then an at-home support service in the Belfast Trust that supports people living with dementia. We then have a shared lives service that provides a unique person-centred model of support for older people, which is an alternative to daycare. So shared lives carers open up their lives and their homes to share their time and their activity and their community connections with people. I then go across to advice, and we have an advice line. That's a free advice telephone and website, and that's to support people with topics such as claiming benefits, care, housing, advocacy, just whatever they really need. And that's open to anybody age 50 plus. We have a check-in and chat service. That's a telephone service where people get a weekly or fortnightly call from volunteers and anybody who's feeling lonely or isolated. Then just quickly, policy team, comms team, fundraising and training. And our training is a new part of AGNI, and we have a plethora of training being financial, health and wellbeing, career, age-friendly customer services, cyber safety and virtual reality dementia. So that's that. And on the next slide, there's my details and there's the training person's details, Jack Cusgarden, and our free advice number. So thank you very much.
That's brilliant, Mandy. You need to take a breath after all of that. Such a wide variety of services right across Northern Ireland. So a brilliant spread of work that AGNI do. So thank you so much. Next up, folks, then we have Trading Standards Service.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Julie Leatham and I work in Trading Standards, which is part of the Department for Economy. And at the top of our slide here, you'll see advice, because that's the important part for today. We offer a wide range of advice to consumers, including elderly people, about products that they perhaps buy online or in shops that are faulty, and we would guide them through what to do to get refunds and so on. It's a maze out there for elderly people, especially when it comes to this sort of thing. So we're able to help them. Our details are there. Clearly, that's the important number at the top, where they would ring us to get that advice. It's based on our legislation, which the main one being the Consumer Rights Act of 2015. So it gives them good legal advice as well, but it's on a civil basis. Okay. We also do inspection of businesses to ensure compliance, and a simple example of that is the likes of supermarkets, that they're displaying their prices clearly and not hiding them behind things that especially elder people as well can't see clearly, to make sure that they're complying with that. We investigate complaints. For example, maybe elderly people, door-to-door people looking to fix the roof, maybe not doing a proper service, maybe getting money out of elderly people that they shouldn't. So we would be investigating the likes of that, of rogue traders. We educate and train businesses that they're a better help for people. For example, the car industry, we've done a lot of work with them to make sure that they are giving the best service to customers as a whole. And we enforce. If someone isn't complying with our legislation or continues to breach the legislation, we will go to enforcement, and that can result in court and fines and worse. Okay, so that's the main areas. I'll go through quickly. We do weights and measures in pubs, for example, baby scales in hospital to make sure that they're in line and that they're doing what they should be doing and that you're getting a proper pint. Misleading price indications I've discussed in supermarkets and so on. Butchers not labelling meat correctly, perhaps. It has to be kilograms now as opposed to pounds. Price marking in supermarkets, counterfeit goods, so the likes of markets that are selling counterfeit goods. At the minute, it's these Labubu dolls are the big thing at the minute, because people could be buying them for their grandchildren, for example, and they're maybe not buying the proper doll. It's a counterfeit. So we have a big campaign out there to try and stop these, and especially with Christmas coming. And businesses which persistently trade unfairly. And no matter how many times we tell, as I say, then that could lead into enforcement action. So thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you so much. And again, a great range of services that I'm sure lots of us didn't know, that the range of work that's carried out by Trading Standards. Thank you. Next up, folks, we have Make the Call.
My name is Stuart Alcorn. I'm one of the outreach officers in the Make the Call wraparound service. The Make the Call team is part of the Department for Communities in Northern Ireland, and our aim is to ensure that individuals and households across Northern Ireland are getting all the benefits, supports and services to which they and their families are entitled. We put people at the heart of the service that we offer, and we look at the customer as a whole person with unique needs and a unique human value. And we connect people with the care and support that they need so that they can improve their lives for the better. The main port of contact for Make the Call is our telephony helpline. It's a free phone 0800 number. The agent will conduct a confidential benefit needs assessment and identify any benefit entitlements. They will also arrange for forms to be issued if applicable, and they can then hand over to our community outreach team for in-home assistance. We have outreach officers across the country covering every postcode, and our outreach officers will go out to people's homes and help them access the help that they require. We also have a wide range of local partnerships and can connect people with the appropriate organisations for additional support. Our outreach officers will also deliver presentations in events with the local community, charitable and voluntary groups to help raise awareness of our service. We also have a partnership team, and they have an extensive range of partnerships with community-based organisations and other government departments, which extends the reach and accessibility. So just to give you an idea as to what we have done, in 2023-2024, the results were announced by our Minister, Gordon Lyons, and it resulted that 12,025 people benefited through using the Make the Call service, and that assisted them in accessing 62.1 million in additional benefits. The average weekly amount that customers were better off was £99.36. And just to give you an idea, there was 6.5 million in pension credit and 14.7 million in attendance allowance for those of pension age. Please get in contact with us. Our details are on the NI Direct website. Thank you.
Brilliant, Stuart. Thank you. An amazing impact shown there. Well done. So folks, fastest finger first there. I should have said for the end of the Trading Standards service, the duck was Paul. So Paul, give us a wee wave. I think you're in there somewhere. Well done. You were the fastest finger first, and seen the sneaky duck hid again on the yellow. Chrissy, you're getting sneakier every year. We do this. So well done. So Riza will be in contact with you to get your details to send out your prize. So thank you so much. Next up, folks, we have Barclays Bank.
Morning, everyone. So my name's Leon, and yeah, I'm from Barclays Bank. So I deal with the education and community support side of things, which not a lot of people know about. And I'm just going to give a really quick overview of some of the support that's available all across Northern Ireland. So if anything sounds like it could help you, feel free to reach out. So firstly, there's loads. This is all free resources. Nobody needs to bank with Barclays to avail of any of these, and they can benefit yourselves, your staff, your clients, customers, students. So all across Northern Ireland, Barclays provide financial wellbeing days, money mentor sessions within businesses. So cover anything from budgeting, savings, mortgages, working towards life goals. For those looking to buy homes, obviously we do remortgage, renovate, relocate, mortgage workshops, offering sort of practical guidance and try to answer financing questions. Some of the stuff that would be more relevant for the older people in the communities, we also run sort of frauds and scams awareness events that can be with the police as well, and helping communities stay alert to the sort of latest threats. We've done these in care homes, community centres, but businesses, schools, lots of different places as well. We also offer digital upskilling through our Tea and Teach sessions. So that covers everything from turning on a computer, using Microsoft programs, even basic coding as well. And we partner with Digital Wings and our Code Playground team to expand this digital learning and offer some virtual Code Playground events aimed at getting more kids into coding as well. Our life skills program then offers over 200 hours of content as well to help people with financial education, basic money management, budgeting, credit scores, savings, employability, CV workshops, interview workshops, employability, confidence, and then support those with employment as well. So understanding pay slips, taxes, credit scores, all that sort of thing. And then we also support a lot of grassroots sports. So whether that's football, cricket, tennis, we also sponsor the Northern Ireland Women's Football from Championship down to League 8, and we'll be doing that for the next 3 years. So sorry, that was a lot of information fired really quickly, but if anything at all sort of jumps out, feel free to reach out to me and I can talk to you a bit more about it.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Leon. Again, one of those probably haven't heard from before, so fantastic to have you on board. Lovely. So next up, our next presentation is from Volunteer Now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Raquel, and Volunteer Now is a regional charity. We're kind of that came together back in 2010, and really what we aim to do is to try to act as a one-stop shop for volunteering. So we work with all sections of the community anywhere where volunteering happens, and essentially we provide support and information and training and lots of free publications and templates to volunteer involving organizations. So any charity, social enterprises, community groups, constituted or not, it doesn't matter, that will involve volunteers in any shape or form. So we just are there to answer queries, to solve problems, to identify policies and procedures that they might need to put in place or develop. And we that's the core of our work. Then on the other spectrum is also to help them recruit volunteers and advertise for their opportunities Northern Ireland wide. So then we promote that to the general public by doing lots of community wellbeing events, volunteering fairs, freshers fairs, going out to schools, colleges, big events, doing talks and presentations to community groups and so on. We also help families and groups get involved in volunteering, and also employers through our employer supported volunteering program. In the terms of older people, really how it all makes sense is obviously supporting those who in boards, committee members. So we do a lot of support around governance. That's one of our areas of expertise. So it'd be governance, safeguarding, and then volunteer management practice as well. We do have a community projects team that operates in Belfast that supports older people living in their own homes. And that would be around community projects such as shopping support volunteers, befriending, phone call services. We host over 50 challenges as well to encourage older people to volunteer, and we also bring mobile volunteering to care homes, nursing homes, older people's groups as a teaser, as a way to get involved into volunteering. Thank you so much.
Lovely, Raquel. Thank you. You dropped out a wee minute there, but I think it was just a couple of words, so it was
Okay, no
should all
worries.
be good. But thank you so much. That's brilliant. Great to hear about the work of Volunteer Now. Next up, folks, we have TransLink.
Hello, so I'm Stephen from Team TransLink. So myself and my colleague, we go to every event under the sun. Only 2 people, but you'll likely see us if you haven't already seen us. And if you look at social media, you'll see us all the time. But TransLink, I'm sure everyone knows what TransLink is. But if not, we are the leading provider of public transport in Northern Ireland. And if you're lucky enough to be over 60, you get it for free. Or if you're over 65, you get to go across the border for free as well. So that's one thing. You can contact the contact center if you haven't got it yet and get the application form. We work with Department for Infrastructure and the concessionary fare scheme to get that sorted. So it means free travel. Other than that, on the next slide, you just see some statistics of what we do. But the main thing is there's the email address there, which is team.translink@translink.co.uk. If you have any issues at all, send us an email and we'll get it sorted for you. Thank you.
That is fantastic, Stephen. Thank you. Brilliant, folks. So next up then we have the Stroke Association.
Hi, sorry, I'm Kira from the Stroke Association. I'm like the girl at the beginning, I'm a wee bit hoarse. So we're Northern Ireland's only stroke-specific charity. We offer several services like counselling, SLT, support groups and campaign to support stroke survivors and their families. Currently, we've a big campaign going for 24/7 thrombectomy. The counselling is open to stroke survivors and family members and carers. They get 6 sessions and then that can be extended if needed. Support groups are across Northern Ireland. Again, you can self-refer. Any of these services you can self-refer into. Other services that we have is the like of Here For You, which they get a weekly phone call. The Here For You service is really good because where possible, they'll try and match you with somebody that has of interest. So from the very first phone call, you have something to talk about. Along with that, we go to various shows. We go to some of our cultural shows and that just to get information out there and do information stands. And we now have an information area in all of the 8 acute hospitals across Northern Ireland, which is something we didn't have previously. So we're just trying to raise awareness of the charity. We also have a helpline. I think it should be on the second slide. We're really trying to promote that. Because when we figures 2 years ago, the numbers are 13,000 calls into the helpline, but only 12 of those were from Northern Ireland. So we're really, really trying to push the helpline. So if you know anybody that could benefit off it, that would be great. Thank you.
Brilliant, Kira. Thank you so much. Well, you're definitely in the right place today then to get that kind of regional reach. So thank you so much. Lovely. We have heard about Libraries NI dotted throughout the presentations and now it is their time to shine. So finishing up our presentations today, we have Libraries NI.
Good morning, everybody. So as you'll see from the slide, Libraries NI, and as mentioned through the presentation, they work with a lot of organisations such as Macmillan, the Health and Social Care Trust, the Patient Client Council, RNID, RNIB, Agewell, AGNI. So that's just some of our partners that we do work with. So people sometimes still have the illusion we're all about books, but we're not. We're across 96 locations. We have out of hours libraries as well, where if you're registered to one of them, you can actually go in past 6 o'clock in the evening. Some you can stay to 10 o'clock at night. So on the vulnerable colder nights, you actually can go in, sit and read the newspapers, or you can have your group activity meeting in the library and the out of hours. So we do have the books as well, and they come in the format of your regular print, your large print, and we also have the spoken word. You can download the Libby app as well, and you can play along to the storybooks or people, we have some visually impaired groups as well, which means then that they can join along in the book groups too, so that you're that bit more open and inclusive to all people within the communities. There's regular events that goes on in the libraries all libraries. So you'll have the likes of your weekly knit and natter, your tea and newspapers, your reading groups, your chatty library. So that's where people from the community come together weekly. You can have your wee cup of tea, you can meet people from other groups, and it's just about that social networking. Because I know from being in like the likes of Dungannon Library, you see the same wee men sitting around the table every day, where they come in because they know that there's that other person going to be there at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and you're going to have somebody to sit and have a chat with. The papers can generate great conversations, great topics. So, you know, it's that welcoming space for everyone to come in, have a wee safe space. You can sit, you can talk, you can read. And then it's where, as people were mentioning earlier, there is that digital side as well, where we will have the one-to-one computer sessions. And Catherine, our district officer, she can take you through a one-to-one. She'll also go out into community groups, and she will do a group session for people in the rural areas as well. The libraries, you have your free internet, free Wi-Fi, and what do we say, what else we've got? So we've also got the social media pages for each council area. So that just means then that if you have people are on social media, they can follow us then and see what's happening in their local area, just to get out and about too. And it's like we have all these pop-up events. Thank you very much, everybody. But no, the library is the local hub of the information, and it's where if somebody needs signposted, they will come in to us and ask for signposting. So it's great to work with so many external partners.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Patricia. I see some great feedback there in the chat about Libraries NI as well. So thank you. Folks, that's us for today. A fantastic array of presentations. Thank you so much to everyone. We're going to do a wee quick gathering of some feedback very quickly. If you don't mind just popping into the chat one thing you've learned today, if it was useful, if this is something that we should see on a regular basis from a regional perspective, just throw your kind of thoughts into the chat there. And to wrap up, I am going to hand over to Riza Donnelly, who is the Age Friendly Coordinator for Mid Ulster, and who has very much taken the lead in a lot of the organising for today. So thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. I'm going to be quick because we're nearly bang on time, 11:59. Just want to thank everybody for coming along today, all the organisations, presenters. A massive thank you to Jenny, Chrissy and Erin up in the team in MEAP, who have the technical skills and the compere skills to run such a great event. I just want to thank you all, and I say a lot of collaboration going on today. Keep the feedback coming into the chat there, keep it up going. As Jenny said, the slides will be shared, and it was we're into the second week of Positive Aging Month, so I think it's a fantastic event, and it's something that hopefully can be run again. So yeah, I'm just one of the Age Friendly coordinators who sits on the Age Friendly Northern Ireland network, so feel free again to reach out to myself, and I can get you in contact with your local Age Friendly coordinator or your age sector network. So thanks again to everyone for all the organisation and for those who turned up. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.